Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how you can survive the next few weeks financially, because I'm not a doctor. So I do understand that it's a very difficult time at the moment and people will be losing their loved ones, and that's horrible. If that's happened to you, I'm very sorry, and I hope that you are okay in this difficult time. I really hope that we can help and minimise this by staying safe and staying at home and maintaining social distancing. Because it's really important to help everyone and especially the most vulnerable. I am actually part of the vulnerable group, so I will be staying at home for 12 weeks and not going into work and not leaving the house. So please do it for me and do it for everyone else. However, I am a very positive person and I've found a few things that are quite positive about this whole pandemic and quarantine and isolation thing that hopefully you can use and implement and think about when you're not feeling the best about the situation, which is going to happen because it's a long time, potentially a long time where everything is not normal. So number one is improve your budgeting and save money. So although it's a difficult situation and you might not have that money coming in, it's definitely a good idea to improve your budgeting skills and have a look at your budget and make sure that you know what's going in, what's going out, and how that can be changed. And you've got the potential to save some money because shouldn't be spending too much money because you're not leaving the house. Obviously, you're going to have to adjust your budget for the amount of meals that you might be having because you're at home. But hopefully, you're not spending too much money and you can save some for whatever you want to do. That massive blowout when it's all over.
Big summer blowout. Half-off swimming suits, clogs, and a sunbalm of my own invention, yeah?
Oh, great.
Hopefully you've received your paycheck for the last month of work, and if so, that means you're in quite a good position. That doesn't necessarily mean that you'll receive a one for the next month if you're not working, but hopefully you are. If not, hopefully you have looked into the government options. I'll leave a link in the description below. Hopefully you can get the assistance that you need because it's a very difficult time and we need everyone to be okay and supported. In terms of budgeting, even if you have received a paycheck, you still need to budget because we don't know what's going to happen over the next few weeks and we don't know how long this is going to last. However, it will improve your budgeting skills because you'll need to know how much money you've got and how much money you're going to need to make it last, especially if you're only got one source of income. Also, it should give you the ability to save some money, hopefully. If you are in that position, that is very good. What you will need to do first is create an emergency fund so that if your money does stop coming in, you've got that buffer so that you can go back and use that money if you need to in an emergency. If you've saved money and this only lasts for 3-4 weeks, at least you save some money and you might be able to use that for a holiday. If not, then you can use it for your emergency. And it's a good habit to get into because you never know, even in the future, when you might need a few months worth of expenses. So number two is no temptation from the outside world. So that's no coffee dates, no going to the pub, no dinner dates. So that's quite a good thing to save some money. And if you actively understand what you would have spent before this all happened, and you can save that money, push that aside and save for something special, whether that's a house for a holiday or that's for like an emergency fund, as I said before. But it's definitely a good idea to restrict that budget and not overspend because you're not spending on other stuff. So that temptation from the outside is also good for another reason. It should help your waistline. I've made a joke about this before, but drinking less and going out for food less should help you reduce your calories, and that's always good for your health, isn't it? So number three, which is my favourite, is building a new income source or diversifying your current income sources. So whether you've just got one source of income from a company that is no longer paying you, for example, because they're closing business, then it's good to find other ways of income, whether that's selling your clothes, whether that's making t-shirts or whatever. It's a good idea you've got time to put that into practice now and do something for yourself. It can potentially change your future So this is why I'm doing my YouTube channel. Hopefully I can get some income from that. I'm currently not. So if you do feel like sharing this or subscribing, please do, because it will hopefully become a source of income for me in the future. So the fourth positive is that you can catch up on all the TV that you want. Now you've not got distractions like going to work. You can definitely catch up on your TV, and you've got no distractions like sport. There's no sport on at the moment. So if you're a Sky Sports customer, you can pause your membership, and you can use that money for whatever you want really, but you can definitely save that money, or you can spend it on something like Disney X, which has an array of movies and TV shows which can keep the whole family entertained. We've got Disney X and it's amazing, loads of films and loads of new TV or old TV shows, but it's definitely worth the $5.99 that it costs. Number 5 is that you can get super fit now. So you've got more time than you would have done in the past because you're not commuting. You've got to use that time which you would have been commuting to do something positive for yourself. And because you won't be walking to work and you won't be walking to school or uni or whatever, you need to make up for that. So whether that's doing a Joe Wicks in the morning or going for a nice walk in the afternoon, only half an hour, you need to make sure that you do that. You might realise that you can actually do all the exercise you need to do and still get jacked, and you might never need to buy a gym membership again. So there you are, might have saved you 50 quid. And number 6, the last one. So I'm not a financial advisor, but this is a great time to invest. Stocks and shares are at a low point at the moment due to the surroundings that are currently happening and the impact on the whole world. So stocks and shares at a low price point is definitely good because they've got the potential to grow and return to what they previously have done. For example, using a stocks and shares ISA, perhaps from MONEYBOX. I'll link my other video where I talk about MONEYBOX and their stocks and shares ISA up here. And if you want to invest, use a stocks and shares ISA because you can invest up to 20 grand per year and all your profits are tax free. So the advantage of this now is obviously if you did have 20 grand to invest, then all of your profits from a hopeful increase in the stock market would allow you to make a lot of profit and not have to pay tax on it. Please do not throw all your money at the stock market, as I said, because it is not a good idea. You want to diversify and make sure that your risk is spread out. So although it's a great time to invest, you want to be careful about it and you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, as they always say. So please speak to a financial advisor because I'm not one. So that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like, comment on what I should do next, because I'm stuck at home like all of you, so it would be good if I could do some research and help you out. And what else do you need to do? You need to subscribe. So please subscribe, and I'm not a millionaire, but I hope I can help you become one. So I will see you in the next one, and thank you for watching again.